I have recently had several clients who are all going through a similar experience, which I find so interesting. I think it speaks to how the collective is truly all connected. Some of the people that I work with have not had traumatic experiences. And so when we start talking about their inner child work and their childhood experiences and how their patterns have formed, they start to become almost defensive. And I have felt at times like they needed permission to be able to admit that their childhood experience has led to their patterns as an adult and what the experiences were and how those patterns were created. Because in order to move through everything, you have to be able to go back to those places and see that and be able to know moving forward what your reactions are and why you're reacting that way so that you can make behavioral changes. So, the disclaimer here is that our development in general comes from our childhood experiences. So, regardless of whether you had a super traumatic childhood or if you were from a completely wonderful, nurturing environment, your patterns still come from your childhood experience. Our personality is formed in childhood. We can't change this. We can't pretend like it didn't happen. You have to give yourself permission to accept that your personality was formed out of your family systems and dynamics. So, whatever that looked like. Admitting that your patterns are a result of this is in no way blaming this on your parents, siblings, etc. In other words, you aren't saying I had shitty parents and that's why I'm such an asshole. Or I had amazingly loving, supportive parents, so why am I such an asshole? There's no way that my personality could be related to my childhood experience. You are wrong. Your personality was 100% formed from these experiences, and even in the most benign, non-traumatic homes, there are dynamics happening that cause you to form protective instincts and develop patterns of self-protection. So you didn't have to be physically or sexually abused to develop a certain pattern. Even the most subtle rejections and neglects impact you in a big way when you are a child and 100% dependent on your caretakers, whoever they are. Therefore, give yourself permission to accept this so that you can deep dive into the world of figuring out what your patterns are and how they were developed, because that is the only way to start seeing how to move through them and to change your behaviors. There is no there. We're not trying to get to a destination. We're simply trying to move through our experiences.